Hello. What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I was debating. 2 weeks ago, I had ended my run with Gotham Knights. I said, no mas! I can't do this anymore! But then they had a hiatus last week, and the second week around, the new episode recorded on my DVR, and I said to myself, oh shit, should I try again? Should I dust myself off and try again? You can dust it off and try again. Try again. This is season 1, episode 9, entitled Dark Night of the Soul. And I gotta say that watching this episode, I don't feel any different. I still think this show sucks. I think the writing is god awful. I think the acting is god awful. But, I mean, hey, what should be expected? How surprised should I be? I don't really know what to think and what to do going forward, especially because I see a lot of theories and speculation on CW going forward, how Superman and Lois, for example, might not get renewed. Hell, this show may or may not get renewed, and if that's the case, then CW would be done with superheroes completely. And that would be a big end because CW has been in the superhero business for well over 10 years. And it pains me to think about, not like because of this show. I kind of hope this show does get canceled because it's that bad. And I don't want to see a bad show get rewarded. But I read an article that said that this show actually might stick around. That the only reason why CW might renew Gotham Knights is because it's the cheapest show that they do. It's the cheapest show that they produce, and it's so evident watching the show how cheap this is, how you can tell they chose actors not based on abilities, but based on the fact that they can pay them as low as they are. And also the amount of sets, or lack thereof, that they use. The constant reuse of the same sets from episode to episode. It sucks because I've actually been watching Superman and Lois. I have. And I might not have always been complimentary of the first 2 seasons based on the story, like the story direction. I thought maybe they went too out there with some cases, but season 3 of Superman and Lois has been so good, has been very good, and maybe I will do a separate video just on season 3 of Superman and Lois. But it pains me to think that a show being cheap will save that versus a show that's actually brought quality writing, actually brought quality acting and storylines. If Superman and Lois gets booted and Gotham Knights doesn't, that's a dark day as far as quality in TV shows. Now, we come back to this, and you see the group arguing over whether or not they should have saved fake Batman's son. Obviously, even Joker's daughter is pissed they didn't do it, clearly setting up that she has feelings for fake Batman's son. And I'm like, oh, okay, Joker's daughter is going to hook up with fake Batman's son. I get what they're doing, but whatever the fuck. The sister, I still don't know her name. The sister criminal character, her spending all this time with Stephanie Brown. I already had this thought, but it's more evident now that they have feelings for each other. And even the girl's brother says to her that, like, hey, I don't want you to get hurt because you're clearly showing your like for her. And whatever. The dialogue with all of their scenes, even the scene when they're talking about tracing the whereabouts of fake Batman's son and them going back and forth. And every CW show has done this. Especially their Arrowverse shows, where you have a character, or in this case 2 characters, who are doing smart computer hacking stuff, triangulate and longitude, latitude, and blah, blah, blah. They're speaking all of this jargon that nobody would ever say in real life. And you always have another character in the group that says, we don't understand you. Speaking for the audience, we don't understand you. Can you speak English? They've done this for over 10 years. Hell, Even ever since Smallville, they've been writing scenes this way. What the fuck? Do better. Fake Batman's son is at Wayne Manor, and the senator, head of the Court of Owls, he takes the mask off, which only shows you either the Court of Owls are that dumb to reveal his identity, or it's like, this should mean that you're going to kill fake Batman's son, right? And he drugs him and has him hallucinate. He sees his real parents, and they say to him, hey, why did Batman adopt you? Right? Out of all of the kids, out of all of the orphans, out of all the people that need help, why did he choose you? If he was supposed to be the world's greatest detective, how did he not know or figure out who killed us? Right? And instantly I was like, oh, because Batman indirectly killed them. Okay, all right. And they took so long to get to this fucking point, to reveal that Batman was the reason why he became an orphan. It took 5 minutes for them to just spill it out. After I figured it out, they just kept teasing it and then revealed it like it was this big shocking reveal. And I'm like, no! I already knew what the fuck the end game of that scene was. Let's move the fuck on. And then earlier, the group found this like meteor rock that I guess is the source of where they get immortality. Is this like a meteor rock from Krypton? I don't know. It's all very silly and goofy. And as they're deciding, hey, should we use this rock to try to get fake Batman's son back? And the brother character instantly was able to create a fake one. I'm still dumbfounded of how easily they just have things, right? He's just able to, I think he said he colored a rock or colored a piece of clay or some shit to make it look like the same fucking thing as the rock. And I'm like, oh my god, the convenience of this writing. This show is clearly for 6, 7, 8-year-olds. Maybe 12 if I'm being generous. But the level of writing that we're supposed to just go along with and buy the stupidity of a lot of these forced, convenient situations racks my brain. And then you have the moment where they go to Wayne Manor to save fake Batman's son. The moment where Joker's daughter reveals that she has all of these grenades in her jacket definitely reminded me of Heath Ledger's Joker. Well, I'm not saying acting-wise or writing-wise or performance-wise. I'm talking about just the idea of her having... Let's calm down. The idea of her having the grenades in her jacket and she's pulling at the strings. I mean, I like that touch, but why should anybody there have believed that the kid's plan was, hey, we're either going to try to save fake Batman's son or we're going to kill all of us and kill ourselves and kill him as well. It's just... When they all backed up and freaked out, it was like, I guess she's crazy, but there's no way that you think that this is their real plan, right? And I will say this. The senator, leader guy, even though his identity's been revealed, they all know who he is. He has a moment where he says, oh, all right, well, if that's the real meteor, he goes and slices Connor's throat. And I said to myself, oh, shit, okay, cool. And he says, well, if that's the real rock, then we can really save his life, right? Right? And they're like, oh, fuck, because we have a fake one, yada, yada. And then Carrie Kelly, of course, just happened to be there behind them with the real rock. She healed fake Batman's son and then just gave them the rock. And there you go. And you have all these moments of him being back. I'm waiting for him and Joker's daughter to kiss already because what the hell else are we waiting for? And then he starts getting sick. He starts convulsing. He starts freaking out. And that's kind of how it ends. Oh, wait. There's more. Harvey Dent. Harvey Castiel, as I like to call him. He starts recording himself on this camera. He's sitting down and he's going on and on and on. I mean, there was a scene earlier when he started the recording and saying, there's evidence that's going to say that I was a killer and that I did this and that and I'll be behind bars, but don't believe it. I'm like, this is convincing. And then we cut to all of the other shenanigans. We come back to this by the end of the episode. They even show that it's now dark time. It's nighttime. So he's been recording for what, hours? Just sitting there recording these long, drawn out fucking explanations. If anybody's watching this, there's no way they're gonna make it this far. And by this point, though, he's gotten to the point where he says, yes, I might have been there, but it wasn't really me. You see, I block out and I don't remember where I go. And I'm like, this is your fucking denial? This is your excuse? This is your explanation? This is supposed to show that you're innocent? Holy fuck. And then he happens to see that there's other recordings on the camera, and he watches one, and one is him as Two-Face. I mean, he's not scarred yet, but he's more flamboyant, he's more, which, to be honest though, I say that, I'm being generous. You can tell there's a slight difference with the other personality, but I still don't see Castiel, Misha Collins. I haven't seen him really give a great performance with this Harvey Dent. I've been trying to wait. I've been trying to see why was he cast, and I don't know. It's very generic type of a performance. It's very just straightforward. There's nothing interesting going on. And the other personality basically says, I can tell you did this because I'm you. I know what you're going to do. But he also says that you think you're a killer, and you're not a killer. So I guess even though it would have been more interesting to reveal that Harvey Castiel had this other personality that has been going out and killing people or has been going out and doing nefarious things, I guess he hasn't been killing anybody, which defeats the whole thing of him being Two-Face. Or maybe it's going to reveal that you don't do it out of being a murderer or enjoying the kill. Maybe you flip the coin. You do the whole justice thing. Maybe that's what they're getting at. But so far, the most messed up thing he's done as Two-Face is sleep with a married woman. Oh, fucking well. I don't know if I want to keep watching this. And when I say want to, I mean I don't know if I want to keep reviewing this. That's the only reason why I'm still doing this. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to keep going. If you want me to keep shitting on this show, I will do it if you want. But holy fuck, is this bad. This is not fun for me. Let me just make that clear. I'd much rather be talking about Superman and Lois, but I will say this. Nobody gives a shit about me likingly watching things or gleefully reviewing something and saying I like it. No, people want to see me rant. People want to see me shit on something and be angry. And that's what you got. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.